All right, the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war has taken a complicated turn, with recent events escalating tensions and raising concerns about potential retaliation from Moscow. This, as Russia said that it thwarted a massive attack on Crimea by intercepting American missiles. Our next report explains the latest developments and examines the implications for possibly a broader conflict and the potential involvement of NATO member states.
The battle is raging for the control of Kharkiv. Ukrainian troops are in retreat, while Russia claims it's advancing in North and South Ukraine. The Ukrainian army is under intense pressure for the past week, fighting off a surprise Russian offensive in Kharkiv while grappling with critical ammunition shortages.
It is too early to draw conclusions, but the situation is under control. Our soldiers are destroying the occupier who is trying to advance. Everything is quite tense.
Under fire, Ukraine is stepping up attacks on Russian targets. Russia claims to have shot down 10 Ukraine-launched 80 ACMS missiles over Crimea, a territory that Moscow annexed from Ukraine in 2014. Moscow has repeatedly warned it will retaliate if Ukraine targets Russian-controlled Crimea with longer-range US and British missiles. The Pentagon initially opposed the long-range missile deployment, fearing Ukraine will use them to attack targets deep inside Russia. But now, those concerns have taken a back seat. The Biden administration says Ukraine can decide for itself if it wants to strike Russian territory with US weapons. But so far, Washington has not encouraged such attacks.
We have not encouraged or enabled strikes outside of Ukraine, but ultimately, Ukraine has to make decisions for itself about how it's going to conduct this war. A war it's conducting in defense of its freedom, of its sovereignty, of its territorial integrity.
As the West watches closely, Russian President Vladimir Putin heads to Beijing. The visit will put China and Russia